Your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded fast. Meet your new favorite e-loan. Fast, convenient, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VM e-loan, powered by Carryland. Get funded.
Good evening and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us online for the second Carryland Jamaica webinar in our series of 3 webinars. This edition is focusing on the topic of healthy debt management. I am Mark Young, the CEO of Carryland Caribbean. For those that do not know me, my background is over 25 years experience in banking, with over 18 of those years spent living and working in the Caribbean for a large international bank. Barbados is where I call home, and also the HQ for Carryland, where I am based. When I set up Carryland in 2016, I had a mission to bring a more convenient, easy, and fast approach to the business of lending money to consumers in the Caribbean by utilizing modern technology. At the same time,
So, where did all my money go? That's the number one question, right? Raise your hand right now, wherever you are, or hit that like button if you're watching on Facebook. If you have found yourself asking yourself, where did all my money go? You get paid. You know that song from Sasko? As you get the money, it done, it done, it done, it done. Like you have no idea where your money went. And so when we talk about budgeting, we're talking about understanding where your money goes and making a plan for your money. We're also talking about setting financial goals for yourself, for your family, for your household. But I find that the biggest mistake that most people make when they are budgeting is not setting a realistic budget. So it's the new year now, and a lot of people are setting New Year's resolutions, right? You've been making New Year's resolutions, and I'm pretty certain that many of you watching right now have made a New Year's resolution to make a budget and stick to it, right? So you've made this elaborate plan, or maybe not an elaborate plan. It could be a simple enough plan, and you say, my New Year's resolution is to stick to my budget this year. I'm not gonna let my budget run away from me. But here's the mistake. You have set that budget without knowing realistically what you actually spend your money on. And so you've put the cart before the horse and you set yourself up for failure. So step number one in the budgeting process is actually to track your spending. Before you set a budget, I want you, for the rest of the month of January, perhaps for some of February, to track your spending for a month. And today I'm going to share with you my personal budgeting tips You'll be getting some screenshots like directly from my phone. I'm going to show you what my budget looks like. I might have to blur out some numbers, but I'll show you what my budget looks like and how I am able to accomplish my goals, how I was able to pay off my debt as well. Like credit card debt, geez, man, that one hit me. I fell into those traps. I've learned from my mistakes, and I want to share those tips with you. So step number 1, track your spending for 1 month. I want you guys to understand what you actually spend money on so that at the end of the month, you can look at a document or at an app and really understand where all your money went. You don't have to ask yourself the question feeling like it just disappeared into thin air. So there are good budgeting apps that you can use. The one that I personally have been using for several years now is called Home Budget. There's a free version and there's a paid version. The free version is pretty decent. I don't remember how much the paid version costs, but like I said, I've been using it for years. I've transferred it every time I change phones. The app transfers, you don't have to pay again. So whatever it costs, it was a worthwhile investment. So here are some screenshots from my actual Home Budget app, and you'll see all that blue stuff blurred out. Those are the numbers from my budget plan. So on this app, you see where you have expenses, you have bills, so you can put in your bills for the month, and it gives you a reminder if you have a bill due. You can put in your income, which is something that you also need to track, because many of us make the mistake of thinking that income is only our salary, but we get money other ways. So somebody might send you a remittance, maybe you win cash pot. All of that you need to put into that income statement in your budgeting app or on paper if you're using a pen and paper. And then there's another feature there called accounts, where you can put in all your various accounts. So you put in your credit card, your debit card. If you have a checking account and a savings account, you're going to put those in. And you also have a cash account. So the cash that you have literally in your wallet, you're going to put that in the budget. On the other side of the slide, you can see that same slide. You don't have to change it yet. You can see what the actual breakdown looks like. So you're going to the app puts things into categories for you. So you have food and groceries. How much do you spend on dining out? How much do you spend on groceries? It has utilities there, so light bill, water bill, cell phone, internet, the basics, medical expenses, car payments, toll fees, whatever it is, put it into the app. So every single dollar that you spend, I want you to make a note of it for this month at least. I've been doing this for several years, but for you, I want you to at least try it for this month. I know it can be a little bit time consuming. If you don't have the time to do it immediately, save your receipts and then do it at the end of the day and put that information into that budget so that at the end of the month, you know exactly where your money went. Now, the other tool that I use a lot, and let me mention, there are other budgeting apps too. This one just happens to be my favorite, and I haven't really looked at others much. There's one called Mint that works well in the United States. That one is developed by the makers of QuickBooks, which you may have heard of already. That's an accounting software. But Mint, the cool thing about it is that it automatically syncs, or you are able to sync it with your bank account. So whenever you make a purchase, Mint will automatically put those purchases into categories for you. You don't have to do it manually like in Home Budget or if you're using pen and paper. Unfortunately, it doesn't sync with bank accounts here in Jamaica, but who knows, maybe in the future that will be a feature that's available. So like I was saying, the other tool that I use a lot is Google Sheets. And you may be familiar with Microsoft Excel, very popular spreadsheet function. So you have Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel. I prefer to use Google Sheets, and let me tell you why. Google Sheets allows you, it has most of the functionality of an Excel spreadsheet, but it allows you to put it on your phone's home screen. So this is my phone right here. I don't know if you can zoom in. Are you able to zoom in? And I have my budget right here from Google Sheets, and this is my personal budget on the home screen, And next to it, I have the budget for my business. So I have 2 Google Sheets on the home screen of my cell phone, and I'm able to update these live. I don't have to wait till I get home or get to work to use the desktop and to put in the information on Microsoft Excel. You can just do it right on your phone, save the app right there, and make those updates, and it updates across all devices automatically. So the way I use these 2 different things, Home Budget and Google Sheets in tandem, is that I use Google Sheets to plan. So I'm gonna make a plan. I'm gonna set my goals, my timelines. I'm gonna put in a column for estimated earnings and spending, and I'm gonna put in a column for my actual earnings and spending. So that's it coming up right now. This is my actual spreadsheet that I use in Google Sheets. I've set all the values to 0 because you don't need to fasten a business. You don't need to know how much money I'm making and spending. But these are the actual columns that I use, and you see that it's color-coded, and that's just for fun to make it a little bit interesting to look at. So I use Google Sheets now to plan, and at the end of the month, I'm gonna check everything that I put in Home Budget app, and I'm gonna transfer that data into my Google Sheets to see, how we actually performed against the expectations and the plans that were set. So that's my sample budget. That's my gift to you for today. So that's step 1, track your spending. At the end of the month now, the next thing that I want you to do is to analyze your past month's spending. Take a good, solid look at the things that you actually spent money on. Not what you thought you spent money on, but now you can see in black and white what you actually spent money on. You can see where your money actually went. So you make that analysis and you see, okay, I thought I spent $20,000 a month on groceries and that was my budget, but it turns out it's actually $50,000 on food and groceries. When you combine money for school lunch for the kids, dining out or eating out, Burger King and KFC, groceries, all the little snacks that you have on the road, all those little things add up. And you thought it was 20, actually turns out to be $50,000. And now you can set a more realistic spending plan for the months ahead and take it from there. And then of course you can also see where you can make cuts. You can see what are the things that you're spending unnecessary money on. You may think that those little snacks, it's just $20 here and there, don't add up to much, they don't really count, and so you didn't even want to log them, but you did for the purposes of this exercise. But at this month, you realize you spent $5,000 on those little snacks. You realize, okay, I need to cut back on those snacks, and that's probably gonna be good for your gut as well, right? So now the third step would be to set a realistic budget based on your past spending, based on the trends that you have actually identified in your lifestyle because you have been tracking your spending. Step 4 now comes at the end of month 2. So month 1, you are tracking your spending. Month 2, you have set your budget and you continue to track your spending. And now at the end of month 2, you've set your budget and you've looked at how you have performed based on your budget. And now you are going to reconcile. So reconciling simply means you are going to go through all the expenses that you had. So you're going to pull out your bank statement. You can do this online. You're going to pull up that bank statement, or if you've been using a manual system, pull out all your receipts, and you are going to compare notes. So you're going to compare what you had in the app versus what's on your bank statement, because you may have missed some things. Maybe you were in a rush when you made that purchase and you didn't realize you forgot to log that particular expense. So at the end of the month now, you're going to reconcile your accounts, make sure that you have everything how it's supposed to be. You're also going to notice that there are bank fees that you didn't account for. Trust me, that's how I realized that I needed to switch banks. When I started doing this reconciliation process and adding up all those banking fees, I'm like, okay, this is not working out. I need to find a bank with lower fees. So the reconciliation process helps you to realize all the things that you may have missed. And I guarantee if you spend at least 2 hours a month on your finances doing this, so tracking your expenses, planning your goals, setting your goals for the month ahead, and reconciling your accounts, seeing where you can make cuts, you will see a difference in your ability to meet your financial goals for the year. So you're going to get the hang of it. It might take a little while to get the hang of things. Now, step 5 is for you to set up a salary deduction or a standing order. So you want to make saving and investing automatic. So one of the things that you need to understand in realizing your financial goals is that savings alone likely won't get you there. You need to try to increase your income as well. So when you think about there's this pie, and you have all these expenses, the pie is divided up. You have to spend this money on food, this money on utilities, this money go to school fees, this money go to bus fare, transportation, whatever it is. And the pie just gets gobbled up before you get any of it. You need to get a bigger pie. And it's not as hard as you may think. So when I said in the app, there's an opportunity for you to enter not just your expenses, but also your income, you have to think of budgeting as two sides of the budget. You have your income and you have your expenses. And the same way your expenses can increase, you also have the ability to increase your income. So you can find a side hustle. You can dig within yourself and think, what am I good at? What are ways that I can improve my income? Can I sew? Can I make some masks and sell them? Sew school uniform? What are things that I can do to bring in additional income, on the side? And who knows, that may even become a bigger part of your hustle. Another thing that you can do is to start investing. And a big hurdle that many people find in investing is I don't have the money to start. I can't open this investment account because I just can't seem to save up enough money to start. So make it automatic. Once you open that investment account or a savings account where you want money to be set aside that you're not going to touch, make that automatic. Set up a salary deduction so that at the start of each month, that money goes straight into that account before you even see it. And guess what? Most times you won't even notice that money is gone. You just learn to live on the rest. Because what comes to you in your bank account or in that check that you get from your employer, that becomes the money that you expect. And you learn to live on that. So make the savings and the investment automatic so you don't have to think about it. If you think about it, say, I don't want to part with this $5,000 this month. I don't want to part with this $10,000. But if you make it automatic so you don't have to think about it, it's going to be that much easier to accomplish your goals. Now, after you get the hang of it, I want you to make a plan for the entire year. I like to plan months in advance. And you're going to plan for things like vacations, if you want to take a vacation. If you have debt that you want to clear, you're going to make a plan, put those debt payments in your budget. If you have car payments, if you have expenses that are annual expenses like motor vehicle insurance, you're going to plan for that. You can save towards it. And going back to the savings account as well, if you have that account that goes from your salary deduction, goes directly to that account, make that an account that is not very accessible. So you might not get a debit card for that account. Or if you do have a debit card for that account, keep it at home. Don't keep it in your purse, because then you're going to be tempted to spend that money. When you look at your statement, you say, whoa, $60,000 in there now. You're going to be tempted, right? So keep that debit card at home, and that way you're able to resist that temptation. So now another thing that you can try, if these methods are too complicated for you, you're not into the whole app thing, you're more old school, just try the envelope method. So the envelope method of budgeting, you may have tried this before. It actually does have a name, the envelope method. All you do is you take all your money. If you're somebody who deals more exclusively in cash than online, just take your money, set a number of envelopes, write in this envelope food, another envelope utilities, another envelope transportation, whatever the various categories are. You put the money that you've budgeted in those various envelopes, and when the money in that envelope done, that's just it. So it's a very simple, very rudimentary cash-based system for those of you who use cash a lot. But I think that using these tips that I've given you today on budgeting will really help you to accomplish your financial goals. The more time you spend on planning your finances, the more money you will have at the end of the year to show for it. I guarantee it. I was able to pay off literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt using this system, and I hope you can too. The end. Ready for your questions?
Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan.
To set up your... Continue? Okay. Once you have gotten the hang of it, and just start with planning that 1 month, but once you've gotten the hang of it and you see how your system works, and you customize it to your own liking, like I showed you, I color-coded mine. You can color-code yours in your favorite colors if you want to, or not, if you're a more plain person. But once you have done that, and you are able to plan ahead and plan February, March, April, May, June, now you can say, okay, my motor vehicle insurance expires in July. Motor vehicle insurance tends to be on the pricier side of things. It's something that most people have to plan for. Some companies allow you to stagger those expenses, but it does work out cheaper if you purchase the insurance for the entire year. So it would be beneficial to you to simply save the money over a period of time. So even though it's a one-time expense, you can start saving that money from January. Put it in your budget each month, a little amount. So let's say the insurance is $60,000 for the year. That's July, it's due, it's now January. So you can put aside $10,000 each month. Put that line item in your budget so that when July comes, and you can put that in your separate savings account that we spoke about, so that when July comes, you can easily access that money and you get the discount for paying the full amount in advance. Now, what should I do if I spend more than I budgeted for? And this happens all the time, right? First of all, we want to avoid that by setting a realistic budget in the first place. But unexpected expenses do happen. And all you have to do is adjust your budget. Budgets are flexible things. Even the government adjusts their budget. So they have something called the supplementary estimates of expenditure. That simply means it's a supplement to what they had originally planned. It's rare that they go an entire year without having to change their spending plan. So all you do is next month, or at the end of this month, when you've assessed your finances and you realize you were in the red, you went over on certain things, now you can adjust your budget for next month. Or if it happens this month and you've noted it, so you knew you had an unexpected medical expense that you didn't plan for, you didn't budget for. Well, now you can go back and look at the other categories. Perhaps you had budgeted some money for recreation. Well, now you know you can't do that again. That's out, so that's something optional. So all the things that you may have in your budget that are optional, you can eliminate those. Other things you may need to reduce. So you have a particular budget for food, you just have to be a little leaner this particular month. It might not be an oxtail month. It might be, a chicken back month, not an oxtail month. So you can make those adjustments as you go along. And that's the beauty of tracking your expenses. You are able to detect, which is why I like the app too, because it gives you an alert when you surpass your budget. And then all you have to do is go in and make that change. So what's an emergency fund? And how should I use it? So an emergency fund traditionally should include 6 months worth of expenses, and that is a lot. I'm going to admit I have never quite been able to save 6 months worth of expenses in an emergency fund, but I do have access to funds in my investment account and other things and so forth. But it can be quite intimidating to try to save up 6 months worth of expenses in an emergency fund. What I have done, however, is set up an account that is, like I said, the one that I keep the debit card for that at home, so I don't have access to it immediately. And I use that particular account especially for car stuff and medical stuff, because those are the two things that tend to creep up very often. So something happens to your car, and all of a sudden it needs to go to the shop, and you know how these mechanics are. You need this part, and that just crept upon you. And so I would have that account, and I can just use that particular card to pay for it, and then it doesn't affect my regular budget. And so your emergency fund is something that you can use for that. Emergency fund is something you can use for medical expenses, for anything that tends to pop up. So you want to have, I'd suggest starting with $100,000, and that's something attainable. That's something you can build up even in a year by saving 10 grand, probably 8 grand a month. You can build up your emergency fund in a year, and then eventually you can start building more and more on it using other tools like investing. Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure serving you. Check out KalilaReynolds.com for other financial news you can use in a way that's interesting and easy to understand.
You have a plan. Getting a loan to do it shouldn't feel like an adventure or have you jumping through hoops. It should be quick, convenient, and affordable. It should be a VME loan powered by Carland, the completely online loan solution that fits your lifestyle. Apply from anywhere on any device in 15 minutes, get your answer within 1 business day, and receive your funds within 1 to 3 business days. Get the money you need. You have a plan. Getting a loan to do it shouldn't feel like an adventure or have you jumping through hoops. It should be quick, convenient, and affordable. It should be a VME loan powered by Carland, the completely online loan solution that fits your lifestyle. Apply from anywhere on any device in 15 minutes, get your answer within 1 business day, and receive your funds within 1 to 3 business days. Get the money you need when you need it. VME loan powered by Carland. Get funded fast. You have a plan. Getting a loan to do it shouldn't feel like an adventure or have you jumping through hoops. It should be quick, convenient, and affordable. It should be a VME loan powered by Caroland, the completely online loan solution that fits your lifestyle. Apply from anywhere on any device in 15 minutes, get your answer within 1 business day, and receive your funds within 1 to 3 business days. Get the money you need when you need it. VME loan powered by Caroland. Get funded fast.
secured loans, auto loans, and mortgages. In fact, if you were to Google the word refinance, most descriptions of the term coming out of the US would describe refinancing as using your home to access additional funding from the equity to consolidate existing debts or give you cash in hand to make whatever purchase or investment you like. And really, the equity is just the difference between what the value is versus what you own. Benefits of refinancing. So the benefits of refinancing are many, and some persons would dispute this, but every individual situation is different, and refinancing does wonders for some people. So, as a career banker, I've assisted dozens of persons to refinance their debts. And what is important is for the individual to see the additional disposable income gain from refinancing, not as an opportunity to take on more debt, but as an opportunity to invest and save more. And that's the most common mistake that I've seen in my career. So don't make that mistake. So we'll just move on to some examples of debts that can be refinanced. So some things that we generally refinance: credit cards, those short-term loans, those loan shark loans that cost between 40 to 50% per annum on the principal. I don't need to call the names, but we know which ones they are. And even a hire purchase agreement. So instead of financing a new bedroom, kitchen, living room, whatever it is, through a hire purchase agreement, you can do short-term loans, those loan shark loans. You can apply completely online with Carolyn and get a response in as little as 1 business day. It's far cheaper, it's easier, it's quicker, and it's way more private to get the cash through Carolyn. Plus, you still benefit from the cash prices offered by your favorite furniture and appliance stores. So let's just go to a simple example. So take, for example, our credit card. Now, most credit card rates range from approximately 3.5% per month up to as much as 5% per month. But on average, industry-wide, the rate is about 4% per month. So while this seems like a small figure, remember this is a monthly interest cost, and when you annualize it, that's 48% per year. So there are so many conditions that surround the calculation and how to avoid interest, but that's a whole other presentation on its own. So for many individuals and companies, 2020 would have resulted in higher spending, reduced income, and a host of financial dilemmas that would have led to persons running into issues with their cards and their loans. So back to our example. Perhaps in January, you charged $500,000 on your card. Interest cost would have been roughly $20,000 per month. And if you pay the interest only each month, you'd have paid $240,000 for the year, and you'd continue to owe the financial institution $500,000 by December. Now, suppose you didn't make a payment at all. You'd have incurred interest plus late fees plus over limit fees plus. But for simplicity, I've only included the interest cost here, so you can see in just 1 year, you would have generated over $300,000 worth of interest cost plus all those other fees. And of course, your credit report would have been negatively affected in the process. Now, suppose we take that same debt and refinance it for a period of 4 years at a significantly lower rate, say 18%. You'd be paying less than $15,000 per month and saving approximately $5,000 per month, which you can just put in an account at BM Wealth Management and forget about it. Just had to put that in there. So in 4 years, you'd have accumulated $255,000 plus whatever interest you'd have earned on your deposit. Now that may seem small, but the interest you'd have paid in 4 years is $1.2 million. So when you add it all up, you're saving about $1.25 million. I don't know about you. I don't have $1.22 million now, but I can think of quite a few things that I could do with that money in 4 years or even right now. So after all that, I hope I didn't bore you, and I hope you're convinced of the benefits because I'm totally sold on it. So before I go, just wrapping up, refinancing saves a ton of money, and definitely refinancing with Carolyn is quick, easy, and secure. And a disposable income gain from refinancing can assist us to better manage our money and to develop a habit of saving, and prudent financial management. So what are you waiting for? Click and go. It's quick, it's easy, it's seamless. And I even tried it myself. I'm not even tech savvy, and it took me less than 20 minutes. So anyhow, since we're running behind and I don't want to take up any more of my colleagues' times, just get to clicking. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. Let me see if I can help you. So I am being asked to just run back over the first 2 slides. So that's essentially what is refinancing and how does it work. Well, refinancing is just repaying an existing debt using a new loan at a lower rate, usually over a longer period of time. And refinancing is pretty much where the financial institution, or in this case, eLoan powered by Carolyn, will take that debt, which is short term, so like your credit card, your hire purchase loan, your unsecured loan, and give you a lower rate over an extended period of time, effectively reducing your monthly cost or your monthly obligation, allowing you the opportunity to save more or use that disposable income to do whatever it is that you need to get done. So pretty much that's it. So questions, is debt consolidation the same thing as refinancing? Well, effectively, it is pretty similar. The major difference between debt consolidation versus refinancing is that debt consolidation usually refers to taking several loans and putting them together in one larger loan. And if you have several small loans, your monthly payments combined may be particularly high. The one loan will effectively reduce your monthly expenditure and lead to lower monthly payments, more disposable income. Will refinancing my expensive loan help improve my credit score? So yes, it will. It definitely will. Loans that are repaid ahead of time are looked on favorably, and particularly if you're struggling to make your payments on time, it will definitely look better on your credit report because you'll eliminate that delinquency that would have started if you had any. So it will definitely improve how your credit score looks. Next question. When is debt consolidation a good idea? So debt consolidation is a good idea when you find that your monthly loan payments collectively exceed about 40 to 50% of your monthly income. So when it gets to that point, you want to free up some of your income. So if you're not saving, you can save, if there are other things that you want to free up some of your income to do. Anytime you realize that your monthly loan payments only are half of your income or just under half of your monthly net income, it's time to refinance or consolidate those debts. How do I know that refinancing is the right option for me? So in this case, you take some time, you look at your debts, good old pen and paper, or for those tech-savvy people, use your Excel file. Look at how much you're paying overall monthly, and then look at how much interest you're paying. So you're just doing a quick cost-benefit analysis. It's easy to find a loan calculator online, so just plug in the overall total of your debt obligations and put in the rates and put it over a period of generally 4 to 5 years, and you'll see what your monthly payment will look like in that sense. And when you look at that, you're paying a whole lot less, then hey, time to look into refinancing. What are some tips to reducing my debt? So first of all, think before you buy. But if you absolutely have to take on additional debt, consider your options. So for example, that new purchase, so that TV or whatever it is, if you have, just gauge it, and also look at the financing cost and measure the financing cost in-house, so like at your hire purchase financing cost, look at that, and then look at what you would have saved in financing through Carolyn, and also try to pay off those large interest rate loans and cards early and pay them up first. So like those credit cards, get rid of them. by consolidating them or refinancing them in the event that you realize that you're having a challenge repaying that debt. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. Thank you very much. And go check out eLoan powered by Carolyn. Good night.
Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Carolyn. Get funded fast.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Craig Stephen. I'm the country head at Carolyn Jamaica Limited, and I was the CEO and co-founder of Jamaica's first licensed bureau. And I'm here to talk to you today about our VME loan powered by Carolyn and how you apply for this quick and easy loan process. Now, we have a quick instructional video that I'll walk you through. The first thing you do would include your personal information. Now, some of it would have come in from your registration process, like your name and your title. Then you would move on to your status, where you let us know your marital status at the moment, your nationality, your number of dependents that you have, in terms of your kids or people that depend on you, and also your highest level of education. And in the bottom right corner, you will see a red button marked Next. When you hit that, you'll go through the application. So you hit Next, and the next thing is our residential information, or your residential information. So you let us know if you're an owner, what the address is, and importantly, how long you've been at this address. You'll also notice that once you put the cursor in the sections, you will see a descriptive information on what that field is. Then you'll hit Next, and you'll go through to now to enter your contact details. Some of it would have come through in your registration process, which makes it simpler, and you would add what was not included initially, and here it's your work telephone number. Then you hit Next, and then you would give us your employment information, which is your job title, your occupation. You would let us know your current employment status. Are you a private employee? Is it do you work for a public entity? You'd also have to include your employer's name and their address. Also, we'll ask you for the time period that you've been at this employer in terms of your tenure of employment. How many months have you been at this employer? That will also be selected. And then you'll have to include also your gross annual amount. That gross annual amount will be the amount that is combined between you and your spouse. Or if it's just you alone, it's your gross annual income. And of course, it can be estimated if you don't know the exact figure down to the dollar. But as you see again, once you click on a section, there's something to explain what needs to be input there. Then you would hit the next button and you will go through to the next section, which is your financial information, which will now include the information on your bank account. And this would be your salaried bank account, or the account where your salary goes to on a regular monthly basis. You would include your name, the name of the institution, the branch location. You'd have to include your account number, as well as you have to check the box to show that your account receives your salary. That has to be checked. Then you would tell us the type of account, whether it's a checking or a savings account. And then you hit Next. Once you've done that, you've given us all your personal information that we would need to assess you. And the next step now is to put in your loan information. Now you'd put the amount that you require, the number of months that you want this loan for, as well as the purpose of the loan. Now, the purpose is there for us to know why and to help, build future products. However, it doesn't determine whether you get the loan, yes or no. So we're not determining your loan based on the purpose. Once you hit Next, you'd have to now give us your existing loans. And this is very important. So all the loans that you currently have, including credit cards, have to be noted, and we need special information on these debts. So in this example, this person has a car loan with VMBS at 4%. Now, this is a dummy application, so they'll call VMBS asking for 4% car loans. The amount that is currently owed on the contract, as well as the regular monthly payment, right? Then you need to let us know how much time you have left on this loan in terms of how many months you need to repay. And there's a section or a click box which says repay. If you'd like us to consolidate this loan, as they were talking about debt management and consolidation earlier, you'd have to check that box. So next, this person has a car loan and they also have a credit card. And a credit card is a loan and has to be included as your existing debts. In this case, the credit card is with another bank, and you would enter the details just as you did before in terms of the interest rate, the amount that is owed, in terms of your monthly payment as well, and how many months you have left on it. Now, with terms of a credit card, there's no terms to a credit card like that, so all you'd have to do is put 1 month in terms of the months to repay, right, since you're repaying it every month. Now, in this case, this person had selected that they wanted to repay their credit cards as a purpose of their loan. They've also included the credit card as an existing debt, so they had to check that box to have it repaid. Then when they hit next, now you go to the section where you would enter your basic income information, income and expense information. So you would put your net pay, and this is after mandatory deductions, right? You would include on the right-hand side here, you'd give us a list of your expenses, and you have to be as realistic as possible because you do spend money outside of what you spend on your loans. You spend for gas, you spend for food, you spend on your household. So a general estimate of those expenses need to be input here on the right-hand side. And so you put your living cost, your home cost, and other costs. And once that is complete, then you have to read and check the 4 boxes at the end. And these are for you to accept the terms and conditions of the facility. And once you have checked those boxes and you hit create new loan request, let's see what happens. And voila. Now you've gotten to a section which says there's only one more step. And what that step is for you to submit your documents to us. Notice you have only input information. You have not submitted any documents to us for us to peruse. So this is the section now where there are 5 important documents that you need to apply for a VME loan with Carolyn. 5 important documents. The first of which is your identification document, which is a government-issued ID in your passport, driver's license, or your voter's ID. So just like how you attach an email or a document to an email is the same way. You hit choose file, you find the file on your computer, you select it, and you hit open. And the next thing, after your ID document, then you go and you attach a selfie. It's a picture of yourself with no enhancements that you have taken of yourself. Then the third thing you need to upload is a copy of your bank statements for the last 2 months, right? And you are able to select multiple documents when you're uploading. So don't upload one and then try to upload another. Select both documents that you want to upload and hit open. After you've uploaded your bank statements, the next is your pay slips, where we need your last 2 months pay slips. So those will be added as well. And last but not least is your employment letter or your job letter. And once those things are added and you hit upload and save, then voila, that is all you require to apply for e-loan, VME loan powered by Carolyn. Now, once you hit that, you'll get an email confirming that you have just made a loan request and that your documents are being perused. And of course, if everything was uploaded as we asked for, you will get a response from us within 24 hours. Sometimes people upload one payslip instead of the two that we require, or they would give you their most recent bank statement, but not the last 2 months, like we require. Sometimes the job letter may be too old or not addressed to us. So sometimes people upload documents that are not enough to complete the loan application, and therefore they may have delays in their responses from us. But once all the documentation is in and submitted, then that's when our process starts, and you will get a response from us in 24 hours. So that's how quick and easy it was. That video was actually 8 minutes long, and I asked the person to slow it down by half speed so that I could talk over it. So the reality was it took the person 4 minutes to apply for the loan. So that's how quick and easy it is and convenient with Carryland. Thank you, and I now invite questions. So I see one here. Can the VME loan be used for any purpose? And if so, do I need to provide evidence for the purpose? Luckily, yes. As I mentioned earlier, you can use the VME loan for any purpose, although there are some select purposes that you have to choose when you're applying for the loan. In terms of providing evidence, no. You don't need to provide evidence of the purpose. However, what you do need to provide evidence of is if there is a debt facility that you wish for us to pay out, then you'd have to provide us a statement of that facility so that we can get a proper sense of what the total liability is that we are going to assist you in paying out. So in terms of the purpose, no. But if there's an existing debt you want us to refinance, yes, you'd have to prove that. Right? In terms of question number 2, what's the maximum amount that Carryland can refinance? Well, of course, our maximum loan goes up to 1 million Jamaican dollars. So you can, as long as you have debts up to that point, then we can assist you in refinancing debts up to that limit. Third question. How do I know if I have been approved, and how soon will I know? Well, once you get approved for a loan by Carryland, you will get an email response automatically and advising that you've been approved, and you would have to thereafter accept the loan terms. Because once you're approved now, we'd present to you, all right, this is the loan, these are the terms and conditions. If you accept those terms and conditions via email, then the dispersal process starts, and you can get your funds dispersed in 1 to 3 business days. Right, and last but not least, if I'm refinancing debts, will you pay the other institutions directly? Absolutely. How we operate at Carryland is that if we are consolidating debts on your behalf, we don't pay the other institutions directly. We ensure that they get paid by depositing the money to you, the client, who will go and then close your debts, because closure of debt is sensitive sometimes. Sometimes the amounts that you see on a statement are not the exact closed out amounts. Sometimes there's residual interest. We don't know. Sometimes there may be a benefit that they get from paying it out early. So we always put that in the control of the client, and as long as they are able to pay out those debts and show us the proof that they've consolidated those debts, and any additional funds that would accrue to them would be paid to them after. So no, we don't pay the institutions directly, but we do ensure that it happens. And that's it. So thank you very much for your time. And there's one more thing. There will be a promotional giveaway. There'll be a promotional giveaway. Mark did mention it at the beginning of the segment. It will be given to the person who can correctly answer a question that will be based on my section that I reported on the whole process of applying for a VME loan at Carryland. And after our brief short commercial, we will get into the giveaway. So good luck.
Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by...
Welcome back, and let's get into tonight's giveaway. Now, whoever answers this question correctly will have a chance to win their first 2 months of their loan payment, to have that waived. Now, I'm not talking about a moratorium where interest will be applied later. I'm talking about a full waiver of your first 2 months loan repayments. And I know persons who are currently benefiting from those giveaways, and they had a wonderful Christmas. All right? So here we get into our question for tonight. We all know that the entire e-loan application is completed online at caroland.com. And we've seen how quick and convenient it is. So tonight's question is, in submitting your documents to Caroland, how are these documents submitted with your application? How do you submit these documents with your application? Dum, 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 dum. So we'll give you some guys some time to see if you can get this answer. I'll give you the question again. How are documents submitted with your application?
Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan.
Wow, welcome back. I noticed we had a lot of persons bringing in answers. That was great. That means people were paying attention during my presentation. Unfortunately, we only have one winner tonight. We only have one prize to give away, and that will go to someone who is tuned in via YouTube, and his name is Albert Edwards. Albert Edwards, congratulations. You are the winner of tonight's promotional giveaway. Your response was online upload. Yes, you do an online upload. Most of the persons gave similar answers, but he was first. And the only thing I would add to it is that, yes, it's an online upload at carolen.com. That's very important. So you're not going to ncb.com or bns.com or vmbs.com. You're going to carolen.com. To complete this application and upload those documents. But yes, everything is done online, and congratulations to you. You are the winner of tonight's giveaway. Congratulations, Albert Edwards. Right? Now, we do have two more promotional giveaways that we'll be doing via our social media. So please tune in to Carolen Jamaica Limited at Facebook and at Instagram, where we'll get more details about our social media giveaways, where they will be similar, but it might be different requirements in order to enter those competitions. So log on to us, and you will see those details as they come out further. Thank you.
Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the money you need when you need it. VME Loan, powered by Caroland. Get funded fast. Sometimes you need to cover expenses without breaking the bank. Do it with a loan that's quick, affordable, and completely online. Get the
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight and the second of our series of webinars. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did and got as much value out of all of those really interesting sessions. Many thanks to Kalila, to Shanique, and to Craig for all the really informative sessions that they took us through this evening. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did as well. Make sure you look out for our next final episode in this series next month, when we'll have another great set of guests and Carolen speakers to tell you and give you more information about our product and keep the financial education going. Thank you all for joining us. I know one or two of you had a difficulty hearing us at times. If you did, just go back to this video when it's uploaded online and you'll hear us all very clearly again. So thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for joining us this evening at carolen.com. Join us anytime.
You have a plan. Getting a loan to do it shouldn't feel like an adventure or have you jumping through hoops. It should be quick, convenient, and affordable. It should be a VME loan powered by Caroland, the completely online loan solution that fits your lifestyle. Apply from anywhere on any device in 15 minutes, get your answer within 1 business day, and receive your funds within 1 to 3 business days. Get the money you need when you need it. VME loan powered by Caroland. Get funded fast.